Joey Star here for Star Quality Kitchen. Once again, I was out shopping and something happened to catch my eye that I'd never heard of before. And that is Mexican ramen. Yes, I don't know how long it's been around, but apparently Mexican ramen is a thing now. And I picked up ramen from two major Mexican cuisine name brands that you can find in most stores. There's ramen from El Paso and ramen from Tapatio. Thankfully, I haven't eaten today. Well, haven't eaten much today. It's cold out, it's a bit damp. It's a great day for eating soup all day long, which is exactly what I tend to do, so I can let you know what it's like to have Mexican ramen. We're gonna start with the El Paso ramen with the fajita flavor. This fajita flavored ramen claims to be a medium spice level. If you're gonna go with store-bought ingredients to make tacos, El Paso's not a bad way to go. I have a feeling this is gonna be pretty good. My kitchen smells really good right now. It smells like a nice fajita style soup. After you've nuked it for the 2.5 minutes, it's important to let it sit for an additional 2, maybe 3 minutes. You want to give a chance for this pasta to soak up some of the broth and the seasoning to penetrate it as well. So this is the way they intend you to make it. Although the picture on the cup here shows them serving it with a fork, there is like a ton of broth in here. So this is a full-on soup, which is good. It's the perfect day for it. The aroma on this, very Mexican cuisine, fajita-like, of course. The amount of chilies and pepper coming through is quite delightful. You can tell that this is gonna be very warming. And when I look inside here, there may or may not be onion here, but I see green pepper, I see red pepper, looks like some chili flakes in there. Try the broth first. Oh, that's yummy. That's really yummy. If you ever had like a chicken tortilla soup, this tastes like a good version of that. Hot enough that you know what's going on, but not so hot that you're spitting fire. I love the fact that the flavor profile is so authentically Mexican, as it should be, considering who made it and what it's supposed to be. However, the actual noodles, I mean, I'll show you up close here. These actual noodles, that's not ramen. This is really a fajita flavored noodle soup. And it's not a complaint. I mean, the one thing it has in common with you going out and buying a cup of ramen is that it's instant, right? You pour water in, you nuke it, it's ready. So in that respect, it's kind of like ramen, but these aren't ramen noodles. Let's go ahead and give it a taste anyway. It's good. Nice chew. Al dente, very al dente. If you're eating this and you're enjoying this, it's a pretty good chance the noodles are not gonna have a chance to get soggy. And that's a good thing, I think. Especially if you don't eat as fast as I do. Yeah, I think that's a very good thing. I can't get enough of the broth though, but let me go ahead and, I feel like I need a little more of the noodles. I wanna get some with some of the pepper and chili flakes in here. Obviously they use dehydrated pepper and chili. They're tasty, they're fine. A little bit chewy. The thing about this pasta though, is that while it's good that it's got a bit of an al dente-ness to it, obviously it works well with its flavor profile, barely any flavor on the noodle if you're not getting it with the broth. In fact, I'm thinking now that if you're gonna eat this to get the best possible enjoyment, you'd be better off eating it with something more like this. So this way, as you're taking it in, you're getting a generous amount of broth with the noodles. Definitely much more enjoyable this way. The number one thing here is, it is tasty. Next, I'm gonna try El Paso's beef birria flavor, and I do not see a heat gauge on here at all, so I'm assuming it's either mild or just no heat at all. We got the same exact kind of pasta here, and it has complete with the bits of green pepper, red pepper in, or chilies, and there's little bits of beef birria. Aroma's really good, not as strong as the fajita one, but very pleasant. Once again, due to the type of pasta used here. This really is just a good beef birria noodle soup. Go ahead and try some of the broth here. Good broth. Not as aggressive a flavor as the fajita, but definitely an authentic birria type of flavor profile. Much as the cup suggested, there's no heat in this whatsoever. It's just a good old flavorful broth. I'll take a bit of the noodles by themselves. I just want to see something here. Since the broth is not as aggressive as its fajita counterpart, the noodles carry even less of the broth's flavor. And I'm going to try my trick from before. I'm taking a spoonful with the pasta and a generous amount of broth to slurp up with it. It is delicious. It's the same pasta, same amount of chew, same al dente. It's a good Mexican style soup, but it's not a ramen. As far as I'm concerned, it's not a ramen. It's just a good noodle soup. I mean, I am glad I tried it because I like to know these things, and also this is enjoyable. I can totally see myself buying more of these to have as good soup on a cold, damp day like today. Now we're going on to the Tapatio ramen soups. This is the original flavor, great aroma, nice smelling soup. Just give you a peek here. We have actual ramen noodles this time. Got a nice reddish broth. I'm not quite sure what original flavor entails, but it seems to be a tomato-based broth. There's bits of cabbage and carrot and scallion, and I don't know what else I see in here, but despite already having too little cup of soups, this is making me salivate, and it's reminding my stomach that it exists and that it needs more nourishment. Noodles have a decent instant ramen, somewhat al dente texture to it, which I like. Really great aroma. Really nice size bowl here. According to the label, this is 2 servings worth. 1 serving if your last name ends in Star and your first name starts with Joseph. I'm gonna try some of the broth as is. Oh yeah, tasty. Very tasty. Definitely tomato. Definitely got some of that signature Tapatio heat to it. I really like it. Now, I might be a little biased because I am a fan of Tapatio hot sauce. If you remember way back in my Burger King Ghost Nuggets review, I actually used some Tapatio, although I mispronounced the name at the time, to rescue those nuggets as they were not hot enough, and the Tapatio brought the heat level to something a bit more appealing. What I like about Tapatio in particular with their hot sauce, and is also reflective of the broth here, is that something about the heat, it feels cleaner, a bit more organic, and although the heat level is higher than other sauces, it does respect the need for flavor at a higher level of heat. So it's not just pure fire, it has a lot of taste to it. And that's how I feel about this broth. Really good tomato-based broth. Let's go ahead, let's get into the noodles, because after all, this is a instant ramen review. You should see how the noodles are. Nice, long ramen noodles. Holy my gosh, look at how long these noodles are. It's amazing. All right, let's get that taste. Wow, that's really good ramen. I can't believe it. A Mexican cuisine brand is delivering instant ramen that's better than the average ramen that you're gonna pick up at your grocery store. That's really good. And now I understand too why the bowl is this big, why they're giving you such a big portion, because you know what? Those freaking noodles are so long. You try to put that in a little cup like this, you're not gonna have any room for broth. Great chew, slightly al dente, maybe not as much as I necessarily would like in a ramen, but pretty damn good. I mean, really nice texture, quality noodle, clings on to the flavor of the broth so effectively and so beautifully. And on top of that, I took that big old slurp and I have a nice afterburn going on my tongue. Now, while the El Paso fajita one was kind of hot. There was little to no afterburn. This one has, it's not like the fires or Mordor, but there is an afterburn that's kind of nice. Lets you know this is legit. I got to take another slurp here. Such a pleasant surprise. My gosh. These nice, beautiful noodles. What's interesting too is that when you're lifting the noodles up, it kind of retains that noodle color. So it gives this illusion like as if the broth isn't clinging to the noodles at all. It's very misleading. I mean, you definitely taste it when you're slurping it up. You're definitely getting that full flavor the way you want to. Also, the broth is so well done. The heat part of it is so well done. Not only do you also get a little bit of burn in the back of your throat, it is a bit numbing to your tongue and to your lips. And for those of us that are heat connoisseurs, that is something that we look for and appreciate in a good hot soup. What I also like, you know, for the vegetables that are in there, they're bigger chunks of scallion and cabbage and pepper and the chilies and onion. You can see that stuff in there, and it's a nice size. Very real tasting. They even have a bit of a chew to them. For instant ramen that didn't come from Japan or Korea, this is a really good quality. I mean, it's actually comparable to that. Next, I have Tapatio birria flavor ramen. And I tell you what, unlike the El Paso birria flavored ramen, as they want to call themselves, this one actually makes my kitchen smell like I ordered birria tacos from somewhere nice like Taco Club. Great aroma. Oh yeah, love this. Just mixing it up. Just some carrots, some scallion. Amazing aroma, amazing steam coming off of this. I love it when a soup is hot and steaming with my name on it. Man, it's amazing how long these noodles are and the texture of it, man. This looks so good. So like before, you're not getting much in terms of the color of the broth clinging to the noodles, but I'd be willing to bet that the flavor is going to be there like it was in the last one. Man, I don't know if you can see the steam, but it is astronomical. Let's go for it. That is so good. Nice, strong, authentic birria flavor. This is freaking great. My goodness. This takes the broth that was in the original flavor and just ups the ante, really ups the ante. Entire side of broth straight, actually. Got a bit of that tomato-ness. You definitely got that beefiness that comes from the birria. Oh my gosh. And of course, it's hot, not any hotter than the original one, but so smooth and so clean. It's just so freaking tasty. My gosh. Let's get into a bit more of this. And I already spoke about how great of a quality they are. They're like these premium noodles. They also have kind of a clean taste to them compared to other instant ramens that I've had. But right now, it's always going to be better in a restaurant, but if you got to go instant, this is pretty damn good. That flavor clings on so well. I mean, look at this. Look at it. You can tell when I lift it up just how bouncy it is. Nothing better than that bounce is that chew. Nothing better than that chew. It's that taste. It's like the noodle has its own flavor that's delicious, and the birria broth just pushes it right over the top. And again, I got nice little hunks. Ooh, man. I just hit the back of my throat with that heat. It's so good. Really nice sized chunks of the onion here. Carrot pieces are a little small, but that's okay. They don't need to be big. The onion bits are big, and the flavor is freaking huge. All right. I wasn't going to take another slurp before going on, but I can't help myself. If I had to point out another difference between this broth and the original flavor is, seems like this is a little less numbing to the lips and tongue. What it lacks in numbingness, it more to makes up for in that big beefy flavor that's in here. Oh, wow. Oh, it hurts so good. Mellencamp would be pleased. Let's go on to the next one. And finally, we have Tapatio's chili lime shrimp. Shrimp. The aroma is actually kind of spicy, as is typical when you have chili lime anything. It has this brighter, hotter aroma and taste to it. Very heavy on the citrus, in addition to the chili peppers, of course. And I'm mixing this up now, and like before, I see bits of green onion and carrot and something else. I'm not sure what that is. That might be little flakes of shrimp, which would be pretty interesting. Add some authenticity into there. And looks like some red pepper too. Yep, go ahead and take a look at these noodles here. Same long, consistent, bouncy, premium noodles that we saw on the previous two. Looks great, smells amazing. Let's start off trying the broth here. Get a nice wow. So, oh, that's actually making me tear. Trying the broth directly. Good chili flavor. Strong lime flavor. Decent, decent shrimp flavor. Really intense when you take it in like that and you're getting hit with all that chili at once. Kind of pounds you in the throat a little bit, but it's tasty. I need a second here. My eyes. Wow, I wasn't prepared for that. Let me go ahead and get into this first bite here. Tasty. Big on that lime for sure. Not to a point where it's overpowering the chili, but very, very present. I mean, the chili and the lime, they're equals to this. They're a partnership. And then slightly behind them, not quite a level to be a poly, but just maybe as a support to the chili and lime is that shrimp flavor. It's a pretty good shrimp flavor. It's not bad for artificial shrimp. You totally could have told me this was real shrimp and shrimp flavor in here and I would have believed it. So it's pretty convincing. So between the flavor of the broth combined with those chewy noodles, this is a really good experience. Gotta be honest, out of all the Tapatio's ramen, this is my least favorite. It's still really good, really tasty. If I was looking for Mexican ramen and this was all they had, I'm more than happy to have it. I don't know if I have a bottomless pit thing going in my stomach today, or it's just so good that I can't stop myself. Either way, let me get some more noodle. Although the flavor is more intense than the other two, it doesn't seem as hot as the other two, even though they're supposed to be at the same level. This is not providing nowhere near the amount of burn of the Bira, or the original, and pretty much zero numbingness. So there's no numbingness to this whatsoever. It's not a bad thing, it's just how it differs. It is tasty though, and despite the fact that this is my least favorite, the more I eat it, the more I'm enjoying it. It is a good flavor. So that's my review. Mexican ramen. It's a new concept to me. I don't know if it's a new concept to you, but I have to admit, it's a pretty good concept. Now, I tried El Paso's ramen, and I tried Tapatio's ramen. El Paso, it is a pretty good instant soup, but it's not a good instant ramen. It's really not a ramen. It's really just a tasty Mexican style soup with some pasta in it, if I'm being realistic, even though the packaging does say ramen. The Tapatio, however, is a legitimate ramen noodles. They're more of a premium grade noodle compared to a lot of what you find out there as far as instant ramen goes. It's a great instant ramen. If you love ramen and you're looking for a little bit of a change up, instead of grabbing another Asian flavor, Japanese, Korean, Chinese, whatever you're gonna find out there, why not give a shot to this Mexican ramen? I can promise you, if you're a ramen lover like I am, the Tapatio will pleasantly surprise you. It really is good. So how about you? Have you tried the El Paso ramen or the Tapatio ramen? What did you think? Which one's your favorite? And is there another unexpected name brand making ramen out there, or some kind of flavor that you think is interesting and or good that you'd like me to try and review? Let me know, because this is also your channel. Thanks so much for watching Star Quality Kitchen. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and stalk. Laters. There is no better way to veg at home on a cold, almost winter day than some delicious instant ramen. Seems too bright, right? I don't know what the hell's going on. This camera's starting with me. If you got to go instant, this is pretty damn. This is pretty damn good. Finally, I got Tapatio. Try that again.